All right, Coach, split on opening day here. A lot of young new faces there. Just your overall thoughts on the day.
Yeah, I love how we came out the first game. Played just awesome UCF softball, right? I think our pitchers had a really good night tonight. I know it doesn't show in a 1-1 record, but I'm really impressed with what our pitchers did and how they kind of worked off of each other. Georgia is an amazing offensive team, and to keep them to singles across the board it's impressive. And we just got to clean some things up.
Coach, you had to see 5 different pitchers tonight that you have. Did you get kind of the look that you wanted from them? Did you see what you wanted from them going ahead?
Yeah, I think just a couple of pitches here and there, and it's a different ball game from the defense, but we got to put the game in motion offensively too. We had a lot of pressure on our pitching and defense because our offense didn't really. We didn't put enough pressure on them after that first inning. I loved how we came out, especially after the called strikeout on the timing violation, and we get a walk, and then we lay down that bunt, and the momentum's in our hands, and then we give up the 2 runs after that. So I think just learning from it. But I love what our pitchers did today, and then just cleaning. Like I said, if I could really work on 5 pitches on the night, that's what I would want them to work on, and so that's not bad for as many pitches as they threw tonight.
What can you guys take? I asked you about playing the ranked teams, 10 games or 10 teams of the season. What can you take from a game like this? I know it's early on in the season, but is there something that you could maybe use this as a nugget somewhere down the road, maybe to help this team out?
Yeah, I think we played the team on the jersey. Even though we talked about it, we said let's just bring that same game. You saw a little bit quieter, tighter team in that game too. And so what we learned is, we don't know if our loose, Knights that normally play that game real loose and aggressive, we don't know if it's going to work if we don't use it. And so, we got to get after that. But again, we're young. It's day 1. Doesn't mean I didn't, I dug into them a little bit, and then I loved them really hard after. But yeah, I think it's really, getting there consistent with our game and having more pressure, competition, competitive at-bats than what you saw this evening.
You'd like to see him play a little looser maybe in the second game, just a little tight?
Yeah, and I think also just really sticking to a plan. I thought we looked like we were individuals up there instead of a team offense. And when we play team offense, game 1, you saw that. And that team held a really good hitting team in NC State to a really tight game. So it doesn't matter who you play, right? You got to just continue to keep playing your game. And I look forward to getting to do it again tomorrow.
Coach, you had Isabella and Yesenia get the starts today, making their collegiate debuts. Granted, one was a redshirt freshman, one's a true freshman. Just what did you notice? What was the big motivation of giving them kind of that giving them the start in their first collegiate games on field, and what do you see out of them in that time?
Yeah, well, I think they make me look really smart as a recruiter for pitching. But 2 thoughts. I'm going to give them the ball again. That's what they're here for. And then I thought, wow, we've got a really, really strong future, bright future, because they're both freshmen. So, and I love how the others came in after, right? Macy Miles, redshirting last year, getting her debut, just looking as comfortable. If anyone played loose, I think Macy Miles did, right? So, I'm really impressed with that. But yeah, I'm excited to give them the ball again and see what they do in the next couple of days.
What's your biggest takeaway from today?
I think for me, it's just really getting into that mindset, right? It's everything that we focused on, we talked about it. Nothing occurred today that we didn't talk about. I think just kind of helping them get out of their own way a little bit. But yeah, they want to be coached hard. They want to be coached to go to the highest level. And so that means I need to do a better job of that. And so I'll wear that, and I'll get better for the group, because they deserve it and they earned it, and they're worth it. They're good. And I'm going to hold them to that standard.
How does that dugout compare to the other dugouts you coached in the past? It's a lot younger, it seems like.
They were on it the whole time, yeah. I thought the energy of the dugout was really, really good throughout the entire game. And I loved how we came off the bench. We had a couple people come off the bench and have some really competitive at-bats. You saw Beth, not our fastest runner, but shoot, she got to third on her at bat. So I really like how they were ready for it. And then they got fired up when Dina Cunningham came in and got hit by the ball. And so we have it, right? It's just, again, we got to get out of our own way and know that we belong here. And we belong, and we should be, winning at the end of that game.
You got a lot of position players in the game. Pretty almost everybody. It seemed like just what does that mean moving forward to get that feet wet now? They all can exhale and, hey, okay, we got the first day done. Now we can move forward there.
Yeah. I mean, it tells me that I can trust any of them out there. I thought they all did really well. Their communication was great. And like I said, defensively, I thought we played really good ball. And so it helps to my type of game. You know how I like to play matchups and keep the other team off balance and really utilize our lineup. And so I like how they were able to do that today.
Yeah, there was a moment before the Georgia game where they were kind of playing hacky sack over here, and then you got everyone huddled up, and then you walked away from the huddle with your hands up. What kind of message did you send to them before the game started?
Something silly. I was kind of trying to get them to be a little chippy, and I was just, having fun with them, but yeah, I mean, that's me. I'm a goofball, and they know it, and I appreciate them for letting me be my true, authentic self. But yeah, just something to get them chippy. Maybe I need to do a little bit better because I think they could be chippier. Yeah.
You got NC State now. Tomorrow now, what kind of take us through that from now till then for these players? Now they got their games fit in. They got one game tomorrow.
Yeah. We got 30 minutes to just breathe and decompress from this game, and then it's back at it. And again, so early, like we'll dive into scouting other teams, and NC State, like I said, they can swing it. I mean, they've got some good power. But I think it's really like figuring out who we are and playing our game. So this year, I mean, you know me, I've been a huge scouter and just really game planning. But this year I've been really focusing on us playing the best ball that we can play. And when we execute that, then we can move to the next step. So, but yeah, same thing, take care of the ball. Let's pitch our best pitches when they're required, and just better team offense mentality and getting the clutch hit when we need it.
All good.
That's like my coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Appreciate it.